aim to test the performance of PN junction diode, or we can say the VI characteristics of a diode. So here we will perform the practical on the basic electronics virtual laboratory. To visit this website, you have to log into vlabs.iitkgp.ernet.in, and from there you have to select the basic electronics lab, and from there you have to select the experiment number 5. This is the first experiment for our course basic electronics, and now using this virtual lab we will perform the practical. So first let us study the theory. In theory we know that a PN junction, what is the structure of PN junction? It is formed of a p-type and n-type semiconductor material. These are generally extrinsic semiconductors. So the terminal connected to p-type semiconductor is anode. It is generally positive terminal. N-type terminal is called as cathode. It is negative. So this is the how the PN junction diode looks like construction wise. This is the symbol. This arrow indicates the direction of current flow. Now the diode works in, or we can say the diode operates in, generally it operates in forward bias, but the operating modes are two types, forward bias and reverse bias. So we can say that the diode biasing is of two types, forward biasing and reverse biasing. In forward biasing, the battery terminal, which is positive, is connected to p-type semiconductor, that is anode, and the negative terminal of battery is connected to n-type, that is cathode of the diode. And after a barrier potential of 0.7 volt for silicon and 0.3 volts for germanium, the diode gets forward bias and the current will flow through the diode. So this is how the forward biasing is done. This is anode terminal connected to positive terminal of battery, and the cathode is connected to negative terminal of battery. Then in the reverse bias we see that positive terminal of battery is connected to cathode and negative terminal of battery is connected to anode. Only the leakage current will flow because of the minority carriers to the diode, and the diode will never turn on. But if the reverse voltage or the reverse bias is increased above the breakdown voltage of the diode will burn. So diode is never operated in reverse bias. So what is the meaning of biasing? Biasing means connecting the external DC source, that is a battery, across a semiconductor device, and here the semiconductor device is a PN junction diode, so that we can turn it on and so that we can operate the semiconductor device as per our requirement. So as the diode conducts in forward bias only and it does not conduct in reverse bias, so we can say that diode is unidirectional device. Now we will see the characteristics, how to plot the characteristics of a silicon diode, PN junction silicon diode. So using this graph, we say that after a breakdown voltage, after a forward breakdown voltage, or after a barrier potential of 0.7 volt, large current through the diode flows. Up till the forward breakdown region, that is 0.5 or 6 volts, very less current will flow. But as the forward bias voltage is greater than the barrier potential voltage, the diode will conduct and a large current will flow. So the voltage at which the diode conducts is known as the knee voltage or the cut in voltage. In reverse bias, this is the characteristics for germanium type diode. Here we can see that the breakdown voltage, forward breakdown voltage is only 0.3 volts. So now we will draw the circuit diagram to plot the current and voltage characteristics of the diode. Now let us click on the procedure. The procedure is very simple. We have to make the circuit diagram like this. So this is a PN junction diode. This is a DC source. This long line indicates that it is a positive terminal. This short line indicates it is the negative terminal of the battery. We can see that the positive terminal of battery is connected to the series resistance. Then another terminal of the resistor is connected to positive terminal of ammeter. The negative terminal of ammeter is connected to anode of the diode, and the cathode of this diode is connected to ground, and the ground is connected to the negative terminal of battery. Across this diode we see that a voltmeter is connected. Now this voltmeter is used to measure the voltage between anode to cathode terminals of the diode. So we have to measure the current flowing through the diode using this ammeter, and we have to measure the voltage across this diode using this voltmeter. So here we have shown a fixed battery, but actually here we require a variable battery. Now, point to be noted, the ammeter is connected in series with the diode and the voltmeter is connected in parallel with the diode. So this is the most important point, that ammeters are always connected in series with the circuit and the voltmeters are connected always in the parallel. So this is the overall circuit diagram for the forward bias. Then in the reverse bias, we have to simply change the polarity of the battery. The positive terminal is connected to cathode and negative terminal connected to anode. Now let us see how the forward biasing will work. So we have to vary this DC voltage in steps of 0.1 volt. We have to increase the forward bias voltage in steps of 0.1 volt. Corresponding voltage reading will be appeared at this voltmeter which is connected across the diode, and corresponding current flowing through the diode is measured by this ammeter. So actually it is a milliammeter. The current flowing through the milliammeter and hence through the diode is controlled by this series resistance. So increase the DC voltage in steps of 0.1 volt, again increase the 0.1 volt to 0.2 volts, measure the value of this voltage and measure the value of this current. Let us start with the example. If this DC voltage is 0.1 volt, no current will be shown, 0 milliampere current will be shown, and the voltage will be 0.1 volt. Increase the DC voltage to 0.2 volt, current will be 0, voltage will be 0.2 volts. Increase the voltage up to 0.3, 0.4 and 0.5 volt. So when we increase the voltage up to 0.5 volt, we see that some current will flow through the milliammeter, that is the forward current will start flowing through the diode, and here the voltage across the ammeter, the voltage measured by the ammeter, voltage measured by the voltmeter will be around 0.5 volts. Again increase the forward bias to 0.6 volt, you will see that the current has increased to around 4 to 5 milliamperes, and the voltage across the diode measured by this voltmeter is around 0.6 volts. So once we have increased the voltage, this forward bias voltage 0.7 volt, the diode will get forward bias and the ammeter will show a current of approximately 10 to 15 milliamperes, and the voltage across this diode will be around 0.7 volts. Keep on increasing the forward bias voltage to around 1 volt or 2 volts or 3 volts. The current will keep on increasing to say 15 to 20 milliamperes to 25 milliamperes, but the voltage across this voltmeter, that is the voltage across this diode, will never exceed to 1 volt. It will be always less than 1 volt. So this is the procedure for the plotting the characteristics of the diode. Now when the diode is forward bias, we have to measure the forward resistance. For that we have to take the ratio of forward bias voltage and forward current using the observation table. We will see further. Similarly, in the reverse bias, increase this DC voltage in the steps of 1 volt. So this is the big difference. In forward bias, we have increased the voltage in the steps of 0.1 volt, but in the reverse bias, we have to increase the reverse voltage in steps of 1 volt. Keep on increasing the reverse voltage and measure the value of current, that is the reverse current, through this reverse bias diode, and keep on measuring the value of voltage across this reverse bias diode. You will see that very less current, that current is called as the leakage current, only will flow through the diode. We will plot the characteristics using the simulator and we will move ahead. So as we have plotted the VI characteristics and measured the forward resistance, in the same way we have to plot the VI characteristics of diode in the reverse bias, and we have to plot characteristics and we have to measure the reverse resistance of the diode using the formula reverse voltage divided by reverse current. So here we have seen the simulation. Here the controls are: select the diode, so then VF value, DC voltage and resistance. So here we have to, if we change the value here, then it will be reflected here. If we change the value of DC volt, then it will be reflected here. Okay, so let us start. Okay. So first select the diode. We can select any diode. So generally we will select 1N4007. The forward breakdown voltage is 0.6 voltage. So first we will set the value of the resistance to approximately 100 ohms. So I have set the value of resistance to 100 ohms by varying this. Now this is the observation table, serial number, forward voltage and forward current. So here the forward voltage will be the voltage measured by this voltmeter, voltage across anode to cathode, and the forward current will be the current flowing through the diode when it is forward bias. So every time I change the value of the DC voltage, I have to add to table. So let us vary the DC voltage. So let us see, I have varied the DC voltage here 0.2 volts, add to table. See, I have made the forward voltage as 0.2 volts, but current is 0, voltage is 0. Now I have to increase this biasing voltage in steps of 0.1 volt. So let us increase the voltage to say 0.3 volt. Then 0.4 volts have increased. Add to table. See, 0. It will be 0. Unless and until this voltmeter value changes, it will not be recorded here. Now again we will increase to 0.6 volts say. We have to do it very slowly. See, I have increased the DC voltage 0.6 volt. Add to table, it will not show because now the current will start flowing. The breakdown voltage, the forward breakdown voltage, or we can say when the diode gets forward bias, the forward bias voltage must be greater than the barrier potential. The barrier potential voltage is 0.7 volt. So once the biasing voltage here is increased to 0.7 volts, this voltmeter won't show any reading and this ammeter won't show any reading. So I will increase the voltage. See, now I have increased the value to 0.7 and I will add to the table. It gets added. The value of the voltmeter here is 0.589. Again I will and the current is 0.99 milliamperes. Increase the value, say 0.8. So this is online, so it will take some time. Add to table, we see that the forward voltage is 0.593 and current is 1.99. Again I will increase the DC voltage to say 1 volt. Add to table, the forward bias voltage is across anode to cathode is 0.599 and the current is 3.99 milliampere. Again I will increase the DC voltage. Say I have increased the DC voltage to 1.6 volts. Add to table. Now see, the forward voltage across this voltmeter is 0.611 and the current is 9.97 milliamps. So keep on increasing the values of DC voltage. Add to table, the values get added, again increase, add to table, so the values will get added here. Now if you observe, we have increased the forward bias voltage to 2.4 volt, but the voltage across diode will hardly increase to 0.7 or 0.8 volts, but the current will keep on increasing. So let us again increase the DC voltage 2.9 volts. Add to table. See, it is increasing. Again I will increase the forward bias voltage, increase the DC voltage. Add to table. Current has increased 27.9. Let us see again. Add to table. Current increased to 34.9 and the forward bias voltage is 4.1 volt, but the voltage across anode to cathode is 0.635 volts. So we keep on increasing. So one more value will increase. Add to table. See, the maximum voltage is 0.641 and the current flowing is 43.9 milliamperes. Now I will explain in Hindi. तो सबसे पहले हमें क्या करना है, ये जो डीसी वोल्टेज का जो बार है इसको जीरो से लेके धीरे 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 इंक्रीज करना है और करस्पॉन्ड जैसे इंक्रीज किए तो धीरे धीरे ऐड टू टेबल पे क्लिक करना है। सबसे पहले तो डायोड सिलेक्ट करना है। हम लोगों ने डायोड सिलेक्ट किया ड्रॉप डाउन बटन से 1N4007। इसका फॉरवर्ड बायसिंग का जो वोल्टेज है वो रहेगा 0.6 वोल्ट्स। हर बार हमें डीसी वोल्टेज वेरी करना है धीरे 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 धीरे, और हर बार वेरी करके ऐड टू टेबल वैल्यू क्लिक करेंगे तो ये टेबल फॉर्म हो जाएगा। अब हमें ये जो टेबल बना लिया हम लोगों ने, इसका हमें ग्राफ प्लॉट करना है। तो इधर ग्राफ प्लॉट करना है, ये टेबल सबसे पहले रहेगा। अब हम इस प्लॉट के बटन को जैसे ही क्लिक करेंगे प्लॉट, तो यहाँ पे नीचे में हमें ये ग्राफ मिल गया। अब हम नोट कर सकते हैं कितने करंट पे, कितने फॉरवर्ड बायस वोल्टेज पे कितना करंट फ्लो हो रहा है। फॉर एग्जांपल 0.589 पे अप्रोक्सीमेटली 1 मिली एम्पियर। यहाँ पे ये वैल्यूज करस्पॉन्डिंग वैल्यूज दिखा रहा है। हम यहाँ पे रखेंगे डॉट्स पे, तो ये करस्पॉन्डिंग वोल्टेज एंड करंट का वैल्यू यहाँ पे दिख रहेगा। जो ब्लैक कलर में यहाँ पे दिख रहा है वैल्यू दैट इज करंट, और ब्लू कलर में जो दिख रहा है दैट इज वोल्टेज। तो यही हमें करना है, सिमुलेशन पे भी करना है और हमें एक्चुअल ग्राफ भी प्लॉट करना है यूजिंग द ग्राफ पेपर। So this is how we will forward bias the silicon diode. Now this is a ready-made. Just we have simply used the ready-made circuit and we have varied the DC voltage by keeping the resistance constant to 100 ohms. Now I will just check for the reverse bias characteristics. Same process we will follow for the reverse biasing of the diode. Here the cathode is connected to positive terminal of battery, anode is connected to negative terminal of battery. Now I will first set the resistance value. I'll first set the resistance value to around 100 ohms, not much required because the already the diode which is reverse bias will have the large resistance. So I have set the value of the resistance to 100 ohms by varying this knob. Now I will just vary the DC voltage in steps of 1 volts, 2 volts, and we will measure the output voltage. So we'll add, so the current is in microamperes. Again I will increase the DC voltage. The voltage increased to 1.94, the current, add to table. So I will keep on increasing the DC voltage. Say again I have increased 6.4, add to table. The current is approximately 1 microampere. Let us change the diode. So if I have selected 1N4007, the reverse breakdown is 30 volts. So once I increase the voltage up to 30 volts, the large reverse current will not flow through the diode. Add to table. I have increased the voltage up to 19.6. Then I've increased the voltage up to 23.7. Add to table 27.9. And once I have increased the value of C more than 30 volts, large reverse current will flow, and this leads to a breakdown of the junction of this diode. Now we will simply plot the characteristics for this observation table. I'll click on the plot, and this is the reverse characteristic. Point minus 0.17, the current is minus 0.1 microamperes. So this represents the various values. So see, this is the scale, this is the voltage scale, this is the current in microampere scale, and here it is 0. Actually this 0 is here on this side if you plot on the graph. So this is the reverse bias characteristic. So you have to compare this with the forward bias characteristics. So this is the forward bias characteristics going upwards, and this is reverse bias characteristics going downwards. In the forward bias characteristics, this is current in milliamperes, voltage in 0.1 volt steps. But in the reverse bias, the current is in microamperes and the voltage is in steps of 5 volts. So this is about the observation table. You can take a screenshot, record the table for this reverse bias and plot the graph. Take a screenshot of this table and plot the graph. So forward bias, this is for reverse bias, forward bias observation table and graph. Reverse bias observation table and graph. So this is how we can plot the forward bias and reverse bias characteristics of PN junction diode using this virtual labs. Now again we will jump back to the page, this basic electronics, this website vlabs.iitkgp.ernetnet.in, and then we'll go for the draw circuit, forward bias silicon diode draw circuit. So I will click here. So a new page has been opened. Now you can see that we have the controls. I'll minimize the page. I reduce the size of this page. It's not reducing. Reduce the size of the page. Yes, it's done. First step, choose the diode. Let us choose 4N007. Forward voltage is 0.6 volts. Now we have to connect the points to make a suitable circuit. Here we have option to check the connection or delete all the connections. So if we just point on this instruction button, we will get all the instructions. See, so here they have given the instructions how to connect the points. So you have to just take a screenshot of this point, and now I will do it for you. connect this point number 1, that is the positive terminal of battery, to point number 3. So I have reloaded the page. Now this looks like this. Select the diode 007. Select this one, connect it to 3, then 4, this resistance, connect it to ammeter. Then the next terminal of the ammeter is connected to 10 number, that is anode. Then cathode 11 number connected to this 9 number, that is negative terminal of the battery. 5 number is the positive terminal of the voltmeter connected to the 10 number, then it will be acting as a anode terminal, 10 number acting as the anode terminal. 6 number is the negative terminal of the voltmeter connected to 11 number, that is the cathode terminal of the diode. And you have to connect ground to the 9 number. And in this way, let us click on check connections. The message is set right connection, set resistance and input DC voltage. We'll click on OK. Now we will set the value of resistance to around 100 ohms series resistance. So we have set the values to 100 ohms. Now again we will vary the DC voltage in steps of 0.1 volt, and we will simply click add table, where we will get it is 0.3 volt. Voltage across anode to cathode is 0. Again we will increase. Now it is 0.6. Add to table. It will not show because here the voltmeter and ammeter reading is 0. We will increase the voltage 0.8 forward bias voltage. Now the voltage across anode to cathode is 5.93. Then we will click add to table. Now you can see the values have been added. Increase the value of the DC voltage in steps. Click on add to table. Here it is 1.3. Voltage across is 0.605 and the current is 6.98. Again increase the DC voltage. Add to table. We see that forward voltage is 0.617 and the current is 14 milliampere. Keep on increasing the forward bias voltage. Add to table. Increase the voltage. Add to table, and you will see the corresponding values of current and voltage. Keep on increasing. Current changed, voltage changed, and the table. Keep on increasing. Add to table, and so on and so forth. Add to table. So we have made the connections and we have varied the DC voltage, and now we have made the observation table, and now click on the plot button and your plot will be ready. So this is VI characteristics of forward bias diode. Then click on this print so you can get the PDF format on suitable format which you want. So I have selected save as PDF. Let us see the preview. So this is how the page appears. Characteristics of silicon diode. In the same manner, we can draw the circuit of the reverse bias. Click here on the reverse bias. The page will load. Page has been loaded. Again, here the instructions. Take a screenshot. Read it. Now we will make it. Connect point 1 to 3, 7 to 11. Now point to be noted, this positive terminal is now going to be connected to cathode. Then I have connected the ammeter Then I have connected point number 11 to 9, 5 number to this, 6 number to this, and 9 number to ground. Points have been connected. Let us check the connections. The option is right connections. We'll click on OK. Choose the diode. Again, the same diode. Now the reverse breakdown voltage is 30 volts. Let us increase the voltage in steps. I've increased the voltage 4 volts. I've not set the value of resistance. Let us set the value of resistance to around 100 ohms. I've set at the table. See, the reverse voltage measured by this voltmeter is around 3.8. Actual voltage given is 4. Depending upon the value of the resistance, this and the internal resistance of the diode, the voltage across this is 3.82 volts and the current is 0.1 microamperes. So keep on increasing the DC voltage at the table. Reverse voltage 8 volts, current 0.1 microamperes. Keep on increasing. Click on add to table. Check the values. Keep on increasing the DC voltage. Add to table. Check the values. 19.5, 0.1 microamperes. Click again. Add to table. Increase the voltage up to 30 volts. Here it is 26.6. Add to table. Increase the voltage to 30 volts. 29.2. Add to table. Now once the voltage has reached 30 volts, say like this, let us increase to 30 volts. Add to table. See, 30.4, the reverse current is 75.5 microamperes. Again I will increase. Some lower values, let us check. 30 point, I'm checking for 30 volts. Volts. Okay. Now we have plotted this table. Now let us click on plot and the graph has been plotted like this. So this is the reverse characteristics of PN junction diode. So for the forward bias and for the reverse bias, we have, so this is for forward bias, we have to calculate the value of input resistance. So take any two values of this. For static resistance, that is the DC resistance, take this value. For example, 0.6, 28 and 24.9. Take the ratio of voltage to current. You will get the resistance. Take any two values, say serial number 5 and serial number 8. Difference between serial number 5 and difference between 5 and 8 of voltage and 5 and 8 of current. That will be dynamic or AC resistance values. This is for forward bias and this is for reverse bias. You can take a screenshot for reverse bias, you can take a screenshot for the forward bias, you can take the observation table and you can practice it online. So this is all about the forward bias and the reverse bias of the silicon diode. You can take on the germanium diode also. So we stop here and hence we have tested the performance of the forward bias and reverse bias PN junction diode. Now let us calculate the value of DC resistance. So I will write R DC in the case of forward bias. So I will write forward bias. So it is the ratio of, let us take a value, say voltage upon current, voltage divided by current. So R, capital R, DC is equals to, say voltage is equals to, let us take the seventh number, let us take 7 number value, because after 0.6 the forward current starts flowing. So 0.637 divided by 36.9. So this value comes to be 0.17072 ohms. So this is a static value. Now let us say the dynamic value. So I will write R AC as forward bias. Now the formula changes to rate of change of voltage divided by rate of change of current. So any two values we have to take. So I will write R equal to, say, let us take the point, say 3 and 7. So V7 minus V3 divided by I7 minus I3. You can take any two values. So this will be equal to, V7 is 0.67637 minus V3 is 0.605 divided by 36.9 minus 6.98. So if we do calculations, the dynamic resistance or the AC resistance comes to be, so the calculations are like this. Again I have to solve. So the AC resistance and the DC resistance of, ideally the diode is acting as a short circuit, that is the resistance is very less, approximately 0.001 ohms. Similarly, we can calculate the values of resistance in reverse bias also. So this is the table for reverse bias. The students are requested to follow the same procedure for the reverse bias by themselves. Only thing, here you have to mention the reverse bias, here you have to mention the reverse bias, and take any values, suitable values, where there is a change or where there is static values, and you can see that. Let us take a value of DC resistance reverse bias. So I'll just copy paste it. So here it is, reverse bias. Let us take the value here. Voltage value is serial number, say 30. Serial number 8 is 30.4. The current is, here it is 75.5 microampere. So here the value will be, here the value comes to be 402 kilo ohms. So we can see that when the diode is forward biased, the resistance is very less, and when the diode is reverse biased, the resistance is very large. So students are requested to make calculations like this, as well as show the calculations on this graph also. by drawing these points, connecting the points, respective current and voltage points for reverse bias as well as for the forward bias. Connecting these, which points they have taken, you have to make a right angle triangle for the 2 points they have taken, for forward bias as well as for the reverse bias, and do the necessary calculations. So this is all about the characteristics, VI characteristics, and measuring the value of AC and DC resistance for forward bias as well as for the reverse bias.